Hey guys, my name is KnightSky, and I just hit 1,000 subs. The whole time leading up to this recording, I've been thinking to myself, how do I start a video like this? Do I yap for 30 minutes? Do I, write a script? Do I speak from the heart? Because it's hard. It's hard to express all that emotion and feeling and thankfulness for these last 7 years of being a content creator. And yes, you heard that number right, 7 years, which means I started this back in 2016 when I was only 14 years old, because I'm now 21. So I've been doing this for a while now. And honestly, I started it because of my love for Nintendo, my love for video games. I wanted to share that with people. All my life I've been, a gamer, so to speak. I've been around video games with my friends, my family, and I've been inspired by the YouTubers and the gamers during that time too to make something of my own. And I did. So on the topic of content, what sort of content do I do? What the age-old question of, if someone ever asked me, what is your content? For Twitch and streaming, that's a whole other thing. But for YouTube, I've actually written it down a little bit because I tend to forget. And I'm trying to remember everything because this is a big video, right? So I gotta make sure I say everything. So, I've done gaming, I've done skits, collabs, vlogs, podcasts, streams, and of course, at least on this YouTube channel, my main channel, I've always done the classic channel update where it's pretty much just a yap session just like this, where I talk about, hey, this is some stuff coming up, or hey, we hit a milestone, or hey, we're gonna do this big event on Twitch or something like that. And not to say that is my full content, it's just channel updates, which I never want to make that the main thing, which hopefully it's not at this point. Besides that, we also have just the milestones made along the way, 100 subs, 200, 300, on and on. And in those moments, I've actually rewatched some of those, like the last couple of days up until making this video as well. And to see the hope and the optimism I had at those points, especially around 100 subs when I first hit it, it just made me, like I said, appreciative of how far I've grown. But it's made me seem that I still haven't lost that spark, that hope, that optimism of growing on YouTube and just growing as a creator. And so I'm really appreciative of that, like 100% to the max. But there's another side to that as well. At looking at all the milestones and the updates and all the content, there's also been a lot of broken promises. I will be honest here. And many of my core audience knows that there are things that I've wanted to do. There are things that I've promised in terms of content or streams or just big events that I haven't done. And there's a multitude of reasons for it. But I think the main two, in my honest and personal tone here, is two things. It's one, it's just the sheer weight of responsibility to do it. You could call it lack of drive or whatever, laziness. But I'd say the other one is fear. And when I say fear, I think it's mainly not only the fear of failure, but the fear of what if I'm not happy with it? What if I'm not happy with the end result? What if I spent all this time making a video or a big project or a collaborative effort and I'm not happy with the end result? So what does that mean for me? Do I just throw it all away? Was it a waste? Did I waste time, hours, days, weeks, months, years, whatever? No. And I think I've let it get to the point where any big thing that I try to take on, whether it's a big YouTube project, I let that fear kind of take a hold of me. And I shouldn't let that do that. That's what's preventing me, honestly, from growing more. And I'll be honest here, and I'll say this later on, 1,000 subs, woohoo, great. But did it really have to take me 7 years to hit that? Not saying that, you have to hit it sooner or you have to hit it later, but knowing me and what I'm capable of, I feel like that should have happened sooner. The drive that I have, it should have happened sooner. But obviously, like I said, I let the fear, I let the laziness just get in the way. And obviously there's more stuff with that too. I should mention this too. There's also burnout. If you do it too much, you're not happy with what you do, or impatience. I'm a very impatient person, I will not lie. I want, instant gratification. I want something to happen now. I want the numbers to blow up, blah, 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 whatever you want to name it. But I can't let these things distract me from what I really want to do, which ultimately is make things for you to enjoy, but also for me to look back on and say, you know what, I did that. I made those videos. I did those streams. I made those projects. That was me. I was able to do that on my own bearing. I don't know if that's a good way to say it, but my own accord. I was able to do that with my own skills. That's something that I want to do with being a YouTuber, is look back and say, I did this. That was me, right? You know, pretty egocentric, but it's the truth. It really is. Of course, this entire time, I've just been talking about myself. But it's not just about me. It's about the people that I've met on this journey as well. And that starts with the internet itself. I think the biggest accomplishment of the internet, and this might just be a personal hot take, who cares? But it's the people that you meet online. It's the connections that you form, and it's the memories that you make. And it's just unbelievable how throughout these last 7 years, I've met so many more people than I probably would have if I didn't become a content creator. And that's the actual truth. I think if once you're online, you meet so many people, whether it's through social media or just gaming in general. There's so many people that I've met and I've formed relationships with. And of course, the biggest one out of all that is, the classic, it's N10. I'm forever thankful for them. I think that having met all of them, whether it's past members or current members, it's just given me a chance to realize that I'm not alone out there in my content creation journey or even just my life journey. And that these guys have become so much more than online friends or real friends. They've become brothers. They're my family. I've said it more and more times. We just celebrated 5 years together. And it's crazy that we've been together for 5 years. It's a lot more than what other groups can say. And when we had that trip just recently this past August where all 10 of us were together for the first time ever, it was unbelievable. It felt like a dream, honestly. It felt like a fever dream. The fact that we were all there, from going from online friends to seeing each other on screens and streams to being face to face. That is an experience I will never forget. And I hope it happens more and more. I hope it becomes a regular occurrence, because they are a group of people who I would not ever see my life without with. That makes sense. I don't know if I explained that right, but they're just that important to me. Know that. I talk about N10, I talk about all these people I've met online, but how about the community that I made? How about the people watching this video right now who watch me on the regular, whether it's with YouTube or streams? I also, not only do I make videos, but I also made a community. I made a group or Discord group, whatever you name it. I made an online presence of people who watch me. Sure, they might not like me half the time. They might just yell at me or tell me to shut up. But that's still a group of people who end up watching me. And that is crazy. That's crazy that you can do something like that online. Not only do you have friends, but you can make a group, or you can make a community of people who do the same thing. And that's the power of the internet. That's not the power of what it means to have an online presence. And it's because of this journey that's enabled me to do something like that. All of this is great. All the milestones, all the accomplishments, all the people I've met. But what does it mean? What does it mean to me, and what should it mean to you guys? That's a question I've been thinking about this entire time I've been talking, or the entire time you've been watching, right? I still don't know exactly if I'm making this video the right way, or if there's a proper way to basically reflect on my life these last 7 years and so. But in doing it, I needed some more inspiration. So I did what any YouTuber does. I rewatched all my old stuff, especially the milestone videos, as I said before. And the one key word I could find throughout the entirety of my catalog is that optimism. The optimism of, yeah, what I'm making right now is great. And it's going to, people are going to see it. But it's the optimism of, I'm going to make more stuff like this. More people are going to see this. I'm going to keep on keeping on and see how far I can go with it. And optimism is probably the biggest thing you're going to need if you're a content creator. I mean, look, I had optimism, or my optimism, wavered. I'll be honest. I did not think I would hit 1,000 subscribers, but I did. I fucking hit 1,000. I'm sorry, 1,000 subscribers. I did it. I finally did it. And emphasis on the finally, because 7 years is a long time. And it's hit me the entire time, realizing that 1,000 people, whether or not, they still watch it, but 1,000 people at one point have seen me, have seen my stuff, and they like me enough to the point where they'll subscribe. Hopefully, maybe more will continue. But at this current moment, 1,000 people is a dream come true. And it's a dream that I will hold on. It's a memory I will hold on for the rest of my life, hitting that 1,000 subscriber milestone. But like I said before, I definitely did not do it alone. So now is the part of the video where I read off not every single person, but all the people who have been a part of this journey and who are continuing to be a part of this journey. All right, I got my names. I wrote these down because there is no way that I would remember everyone without forgetting people. So even if I do forget your name, Please don't hold it against me. I know you've been a part of this journey as well. But with that being said, let's begin. So I'm going to try to do this by my categories as usual. Some might actually blend between IRL, online, whatever you name it. But we'll do this as I saw it, all right? So real quick, I'm just going to shout some names out. Others, I will try to give an explanation, but I won't keep you for too long. So, shout out James, Quentin, Dayon, Chris, Lydia, Johnny, Medford, Merck, Lemma, Dan, Matt, Jada, Cademan, Tom Panico, Tom Screech, Jennifer Metz, Lindsay, Peter, Andrew, Safdar, Kyle, Abby, Hannah, Brendan, Sean, Dylan, Peter, Winnie, Dylan, Talia, Rose, and of course Destiny for giving me the Eagles jersey and for telling me to be nicer to my community, even though they don't really deserve it. But moving on to the viewers and community and good friends, shout out Daniel Anthony McGee, Destroyer, Otaku Ben, Alex, Echo, Ace, Mikey, Jordan, Lucina, Silly Bones, Ning Ninja, Windows, Seko, aka Midco, Thozon, Villy, Flasher, Gloomy, Kibble, PK, Blazing Omega, Nolan, SB, Alim, Fahad, and Caden. So actually, real quick, those core guys, Nolan, SB, Alim, Fahad, and Caden, they're the moderators. They have been my moderators for a while now, especially Caden. He's been around since some of the early days, as well as Fahad and Alim. And I'm really grateful to you guys, especially for just helping me run my community, helping me run my streams on my YouTube channel, and just being good friends. You know, even if, you know, we shit on each other all the time, you guys are awesome, and I appreciate each and every one of you guys for just sticking along this journey. So thank you for that. And then moving on, of course, the content creator friends. This is the list that I had to write down to because there's no way I would remember it. But shout out Terisu, Cherry M, Sunny, Basil, Delilah, Aaron, Sam, Hercules, Bo, Flip, Alpha, Chicken Dog, EJ, Kerberry, Raccoon, Dangani, Queen Melody, Greg56, Neon Lights, Nido Marquis, LD, yes, I know, LD, even LD, Nathan709, Jigsaw Flex, CJ Destroya, Ventus, Mudkip, Davey, Nate Tunes, Steph, Comment RDW, Kappa, Matt, Jana, Shifty, Trent, Otteron, Bald Gamer, Vapor, Miss K, Miss Nekotendo, Blue Suru, shout out to you guys, Tom Leo, Geek Slays, Geek Show, Reborn, Amani, The Glukester, The Legend, and Skytune. Now, also again, real quick, Gray, you have been such an inspiration to me. It's been an honor to have known you these last couple of years. And I'm really proud of the content creator you're also becoming too, because you inspire me a lot too. I talk so much about inspiration and how these guys, all these content creators that I mentioned, have been huge inspirations to me to want to be better, to better myself as a person, as a content creator, and to make cool stuff like them, to be honest with you. Without Gray, I probably would not have been able to do that 24-hour stream that got me to 1,000 subs. So I am forever grateful to him. He is such a good friend, and dude, I really appreciate everything you've done for me, as well as everyone else I mentioned so far. But now we get to the hard hitters, and these are of course N10. I've already talked about them. I've yapped about what they mean to me. But individually, they mean so much more. Rocks, the good old Twitch Andy, just like me, and the Idea Machine. You are such an inspiration to me, and I'm so thankful that you joined N10 and that you're a part of our great group of brothers. And just thank you for everything. Lazified is an amazing friend. And he's also a fellow competitor. I love, you know, talking about Smash Bros. And fighting games with him, and especially when we hosted that Smash Bros. Tournament. That was such a fun time, and I hope we can do more of that stuff too. I really love the passion that you have for fighting games, and I really want to do more stuff like that. And Ribs, of course, you know, Mr. Ribby Bibby, the hilarious personality. And the biggest thing I could say is just thank you for opening your home to us for all of N10 for the 5-year anniversary. That was, like I said, a magical moment, or a weekend I will never forget. And here's to, you know, the future with you being a part of the group and just being a good friend. And Dag, speaking of good friends and passionate fans, Dag is one of those people who you just love hearing him talk about the stuff that he loves, whether it's FNAF or Star Wars or Marvel. And he's an even better friend. He is someone who you can rely on, someone that you can talk about anything with. And he is someone who I'm extremely thankful for, not only being a part of N10, but just being in my life as well. And Litz, speaking of loyalty, the loyal friend that everyone needs in their life. Litz is such a beacon of light, no pun intended, and if you're ever feeling down, because he'll always talk with you or cheer you up about something. And just very thankful that he's You know, I'd say the flame of N10. I would call him the flame of N10 because he has that spark that, you know, can ignite a room if people are feeling down. And Cisco, but not only does Cisco do that, he also talks shit. I'm kidding. No, Cisco is such a good friend because he's able to have that conversation with you, whether you're feeling down or just feeling happy. He's there to talk with you about anything you want to, and he's able to just, you know, share advice and everything. I've gone to him so many times for good advice on things in my life, and I'm forever grateful for stuff like that. And of course, moving on, Kirito, good old fucking Ki. I'm kidding. But he's one of the realest people that I know, and one of the most optimistic as well. And he is someone who, over these last few years as well, has just been a source of inspiration and a source of enjoyment in my life because of what he does, who he is as a person. And I gotta say, dude, it is an honor to be invited to your wedding this year. He's getting married, next year. He's getting married next year. That's crazy. Some of us are getting married. Same with Ribs. And that is just insane to see. We're at that point now in our lives where things like that are starting to happen. So shout out to you, Key. Thank you for being so real. And I look forward to your wedding next year. And Aiden, aka Linkachu, the future filmmaker himself. Now, this dude is so talented. He is probably also one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. He's so knowledgeable about, you know, so many things, whether it's anime, manga, cars at this point too, which is crazy, photography, filmmaking, and he's, you know, someone who you want to have in your corner no matter what. He is a guy who, over these last years, have just been phenomenal, have been a phenomenal friend to me, and I just appreciate you for being in my life as well. And last but not least, I can't believe I put him last because he's so mean to me, but good old Radical, aka Matt, the first ever, I will not stress this enough, the first ever content creator friend that I ever made online. And that is a real deal. It's that Instagram DM where we met all those years ago has now led up to this point where we've become true brothers. We talk about anything. We talk about everything. We've been through so much together, looking for love, all that good stuff. But Matt, you are a heavy inspiration to me as well. Huge inspiration to me. Lifelong brother. And even though you like Boston teams and I like Philly teams, we still have that connection. So thank you for being on this journey with me as well. Shout out to all of N10 past and current members as well. And last but not least, I could not leave them out because they are also the biggest parts of all this. My family, all my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, grandparents, they've, you know, been in my life because I've been in theirs. And, you know, they always, whenever I see them, it's always a fun time connecting and talking about life and, you know, how much we've all grown together too. But especially my three sisters, Jen, Nicole, Megan, thank you guys for getting me into video games in the first place. Thank you for introducing me to Nintendo and all of the amazing franchises out there, especially Mario. I don't know if you can tell I like Mario. But without you guys, I probably wouldn't have started the path to my content creation journey at all. And it's because of you that I am forever thankful for being a Nintendo fanboy, no matter what people say. Other than that, I probably would have played Xbox or PlayStation. Maybe I could have been a PlayStation channel, who knows. But shout out to them, and of course, my brother, good old Miguel Amagado too, like I said. He puts up with all my BS and I put up with his, but thank you for genuinely loving me. Thank you for caring for me and just being, you know, also, like I said, not just a source of inspiration, but just a source of comfort in being in my life and being able to live and to grow up with you has been an honor, and I'm proud of the man that you've become. You literally graduated this past summer, I should say. And it was awesome just seeing you walk across that stage and seeing that my kid brother has become a man, which is insane to see. So thank you for being a part of my life as well. And last but not least, I always say last but not least, but I'm genuinely serious about this. My mother and my father, thank you, Mom and Dad. Thank you for supporting me, believing in me. Whether or not I had crazy ideas or not, or if I still have crazy ideas or not, you guys have been there every single step of the way. You helped me with my content creation journey. You helped it get off the ground. You helped inspire me to want to do more and to continue becoming not just a better content creator, but a better person, a better man, a better son. And it's something I will never forget. Something I hope to continue to do, and just continue to make you proud and make everyone else proud at the end of the day. Because as I wrap this up for just this section, all of you, not just my family, not just my friends, not just the people I've met online, not just the content creators, but all of you mean the world to me. It's an insane honor to be able to create videos, to stream, to do whatever for an audience that I never thought I would have. And you might be wondering, what's next? Well, on to 2,000 subscribers. well, that too, but I'll be honest, I'm still figuring out what's next. I'm entering a chapter of my life where there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of things that I need to be ready for, but I will talk about that later. That deserves its own video. But as of this current moment, I'm literally just figuring it out on my own. You know, a 16-year-old started this channel back then, and now, sorry, I keep saying 16. A 14-year-old started this channel back then, but now a 21-year-old man is continuing on that dream. And it's something that I never want to stop. I believe I can continue making great content and streaming and making more connections and growing with all of you. And like I said, it's been an honor to do that for these last couple of years. So sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, each and every one of you. You guys have been pivotal to this journey. You've been essential to my growth, and I wouldn't want it any other way. So you know that's the truth. And besides that, there's only one way I can find proper to end this video, and that is, of course, with a cheesy, colossal montage. But once again, thank you guys for everything. I'm super blessed to have you all in my life, and I'll see you next time.
Hello there guys, welcome to the video. My name is KnightSky02, and we are going to be doing a playthrough of Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. So let's get started. Yeah, and I've been your host, KnightSky02, and yeah, thanks for watching.